Welcome back to the shop. Derek Wolfson here from Iron Cloud Metalworks, where we show you the tools and supplies we use in our shop to do it mo better when we're building the stuff we build. And today is actually going to be about what's on my hands. Again, I like to do these videos of things that I don't really see a lot of on YouTube, which is, gloves, PPE, some even floor mats, stuff that isn't sexy but are really nice things to have in your shop as terms of ergonomics and just usability. So this is a set of gloves that are pretty clapped out, and I just love this specific glove. So let me pull out a bunch of pairs of gloves and then we're going to go through these. I found this Ansell company because I actually had a pair of Milwaukee gloves all like this. These are from Harbor Freight. These are kind of these polyurethane gloves. I had a Milwaukee pair sent to me and I really liked them. These ones suck. Don't buy these. I really don't like these. I just keep these in the truck in case I need to change a tire or something. And I went to replace the Milwaukee pair I had, and they were like $13–14 a piece at Home Depot. And I thought, wow, that's a lot of money for kind of a, I don't want to call these disposable gloves, but they're certainly throwaways. So I started doing some research, and I get kind of into these things, sometimes going a little too hard on them, and found Ansell. Ansell is a company that has a huge history of doing PPE. They sell basically everything you could need. And something that was really cool is you can go on their website and actually request some samples. I don't know that they want to send them just to kind of homeowners, but there was quite a few gloves I wanted to try out because I couldn't find a local retailer with these. And these were the ones I landed on. So these are all just great gloves for doing different tasks. So let me start with these ones. And maybe I'll go back to why I even did this in the first place. I used to kind of wear gloves like this, which are nice, strong gloves. I actually still use these for gardening. Gloves like this, which I also bought at Harbor Freight. Fine glove. This one's filthy from doing mechanical work. And definitely lots of gloves like this. And if you're like me, you had probably boxes of these in your shop. And when COVID hit, these went from about $11 a pack to like $50 or $60 a pack. And understandably so, you obviously needed lots of nitrile gloves in the hospitals to deal with the pandemic. So I started adapting, and I thought, okay, well, I can't even, you couldn't even find these things, especially not in a medium size. I think you find like XXL. I actually got these given to me by a dental salesman. These are dental exam gloves. I use these for painting, or I put them underneath these and it helps it last a little longer. But these things are great. I love this Gloveworks brand. These are the Orn Nitrile. I don't know how thick these are. It doesn't even say mils. But anyways, these are super, super tough. I really like these. If I'm doing anything super, super greasy on the car, I usually grab these. But like I said, I couldn't even find them, so I was kind of hoarding these, the ones I had left for, oil change and whatnot. So I started looking, as I was doing more assembly, getting kind of purpose use gloves. And that's where I landed on those Milwaukees. I was using them on the trailer, everything, really. And I think this is probably the most similar pair. It has a coated palm. This is the Hyflex 11801. These ones are used up a little bit. This is what they look like new. This is a great all-purpose glove. And if you go on Ansell's webpage and you like kind of getting lost in a product catalog, it's crazy. They must have 50, 60, 70 kinds of gloves on that website. So, they have everything. This pair is especially unique. I think this is them. I asked us for a sample of these. These are super thin. This is the 11812 Hyflex. And I believe this glove is actually made, if you get this caught, say, in like a drill press or something, it just shreds apart. Because, safety 101 in my welding class, and you're working on the grinder, do not wear gloves on your fingers. And well, I think that's great advice. Obviously, you don't want to go, if you have one of these on, it's one thing. But, if you go to the grinder with this or a welding glove and this gets sucked in, like, say goodbye to your hand. I mean, that's going to suck your hand in. You lose a little feel, especially if it's a little long on your fingers. That's why they don't want you wearing gloves around machinery. You don't want to lose your hand by getting sucked into the machine. I don't feel that way. I think these are specifically built for that in mind, which is cool. These are also just incredibly thin. They measure these by gauge. Let me get a clean pair of those. Those things are filthy. This is a cleaner pair. I actually use these for assembly. I use this when I'm tapping a hole, so there's all sorts of tap magic on them. You can put these in the washing machine too, which is really cool. And they actually restore their functionality pretty well. Here's a newer pair of those. This is the 11818 brand new. You can see kind of how they look, clean and dirty. You know, these look like that girl from X-Men, the blue skin person. I mean, these are really blue. I like blue, but they're kind of like neon. But you know, they come in all different sizes. They fit your hands really well. And if you slide your hand into this one, I mean, this is a new glove. This is super tight. It doesn't cut off circulation, and basically you feel as if you have bare hands. Let me see if I can grab something. I mean, this isn't the smallest thing to pick up, but I mean, like some gloves that would even be challenging to just get a washer. Even small little fiber washers, it works great for doing that. So these are great gloves. This is probably my favorite pairs, this 11818. I use these all the time. Just honestly, I wear these, like, this box has lasted me like 50 times longer because I have these, and anytime I need to move stuff around the shop that's dirty, I just throw a pair of these on and have at it. Keeps the hands clean, which keeps my wife happy, so I'm not tracking dirt all in our house, and just really like these things. So a few other types that I liked. This is, again, the 11818. Let me set those aside. I love these gloves. These are probably my favorite. I'm probably going to buy, you know, a pack of those. This pair I've already gone through. These are great. A little thicker. Your hand feel goes away. This is the 11801. But I like these as far as I keep these in the trailer for doing ratchet straps and whatever else. And then these gloves are really cool. So these are actually Kevlar. They have Kevlar in them. If you could feel this, they actually they're really soft. And that's something I like. You know, these hardy ones are kind of like scratchy. You put your hands in, I don't know, it just doesn't, wouldn't want to wear these all day. I mean, it feels just scratchy and cheap. And I just don't like it, honestly. Having these nearby, I just want to toss those in the trash. But I really like this pair of gloves. This is the 11644. This is a much thicker glove. I don't know if there's an easy way to kind of show that. You know, new to new. I don't know. I don't know that this is helpful, but this is substantially thicker, but still has good hand feel. And what I really like about these is these are cut resistant. So I'm not gonna really like give it to myself here, but these things have Kevlar built into them. I'm sure if I was running this over my bare skin, I might have a few cuts and nothing. So I wear these to do boxing and packaging. And another thing I really like about these is these have nice sticky palms. And if you need to pick up paper or something, let me see if I have this will be a decent, these aren't really packaging papers. So if you have these down and you need to kind of do this, you can pick up paper really easily with these, which is great. So I'll stop crinkling that paper because I know it's really loud on the camera, but great for doing that sort of work. And it's nice to have that peace of mind when you're, you know, I'm using a box knife all the time when I'm packaging boxes, and also just kind of keep your hands from getting raw. So again, this is probably a long-winded video about something people don't care a lot about, but I wanted to, you know, give Ansell a shout out, because I'm sure if you work in a industrial factory or manufacturing, you've probably heard of these guys. And I hadn't, just because I had never really looked. And certainly these people are bringing some technology to the table as they're developing their gloves. So like I said, these people make like 50 or 60 different kinds of gloves, even thicker gloves for special things. They make a set of gloves like this that are very oil resistant, which I'm thinking about getting a pair. And it's just, it was a really cool thing to fall into. And yeah, if you're thinking of buying a bunch of these, you can find them on Amazon. I want to say in terms of price, these are These are about like $4 a pair. I forget these, I'm not even gonna quote. I think these are like $2 or $3 a pair, and similar here. And you can get them in packs of 12. And honestly, with these 2 pairs of this glove, I've probably worn, these are probably at least a month's worth of kind of shop work on each of them. And if I throw these in the wash, obviously they're not going to come out looking like this, but they will restore some of the functionality. So you can see kind of it's wearing out. But again, these aren't meant to last forever. They're just meant to last as long as you want. And these are just awesome. So check it out, Ansell PPE. I'll put a link in the description below. And again, thanks for watching. I'm sure I lost a lot of you in the process of making this video. It's pretty boring, but I got really excited and really like the customer service of this company. So please like and subscribe, and I will get back to you with another Tool Tuesday. Thanks for watching. This is Derek from Ironclad Metalworks, and we'll see you again next time.